Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Diane. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer. And this is Soul Cloud. So if it's your first time here, Soul Cloud is a show where we talk about spiritual concepts. And then afterwards, we do Akashic Records readings or energy clearings. Oh, hello. Okay, my comments are just updating now. Please feel free to type your questions or clearing requests in all caps. Hi, everyone. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Mary. Hi, Brina. Hi, Linda de Gonzalez. And hi to all the Canadians who are celebrating Thanksgiving. Today, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful evening or a wonderful afternoon at this time. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Play Love Remember. Hi, Candy B. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So, we have a special topic today, and it's about Atlantis. Um, Atlantis is actually a place that was popularized when it was mentioned by Plato in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. I don't know if I mispronounced that, but those two dialogues, I think they were mentioned around 360 BC. I might be mistaken on that, but I think it was around that. It was before Christ, hundreds of years before Christ. So yeah, it was a mythical place, a mythical place. And quote, I put that on quote unquote, because it's said to be a myth. But working in the Akashic Records, I actually saw that Atlantis once existed on Earth, much like Lemuria did. If you haven't seen it before, we did an episode on Lemuria. I think it was around episode two, three, or four. The description contains the link to that episode if you haven't seen that yet. But yeah, those two were civilizations that existed alongside each other. Although Lemuria, if I'm not mistaken, actually started way before Atlantis did. So the difference between Lemuria and Atlantis is that Lemuria was very divine feminine oriented. um and by divine feminine oriented, I mean it's based on healing and spirituality a lot, and they're more in tune with spirituality as opposed to Atlantis. Although Atlantis was spiritual at the beginning, it kind of lost its way towards the end of it. And it's more focused on the divine masculine, which is a very technologically advanced mentality or an inclination that's more technologically advanced than spiritually advanced. So Atlantis is actually very technologically advanced whenever I see it in the Akashic records. Um, like there were a lot of inventions being made there and a lot of infrastructures and buildings. Like when I see Lemuria, I see a lot of nature. But when I see Atlantis, I'm going to show you something. It's also in the thumbnail. But whenever I see Atlantis in the Akashic records, it looks like this. It's a circular city in the middle of an ocean, and there are inner cities, and then there's an outer ring, and there are a lot of infrastructures out here. In the middle, whenever I see it, there's a tower. So yeah, I tried my best to recreate it in AI, but yeah, it's not accurate. There we go. So, what is the significance of Atlantis, if you might ask? Back then, the significance of it, one of the significances, should say, is that it brought balance on Earth. Because, like I've said, it's the civilization that is more inclined with the divine masculine, whereas Lemuria was actually more inclined with the divine feminine, and together they brought balance with each other. That was one of its significances, and it also brought a lot of technological advances. The significance of it now, I should say that we have a lot of things to heal from lifetimes in Atlantis. So whenever it comes up in the records, usually it has something to do with experiences that we had that we haven't let go of yet, like some traumatic experiences. Towards the end of Atlantis, there were a lot of corruption and greed and just a lot of power hungry people. And we see it time and again in way before Atlantis. We saw it before in Orion during the Orion Wars, and we saw it during the Lyra Draconian Wars. There was also the Maldekian Wars, where there's a lot of power grappling that happened, and it led to the collapse. And it was the same for Atlantis. So we see a repeating pattern. And even today, we see a lot of politicians, a lot of corruption ongoing in our governments, which is a lot of the things that happened as well in Atlantis. So the things that are coming up, I believe they are chances for us to heal the traumas that we've had in Atlantis and also in different civilizations prior even to Atlantis. So I hope that helps. I'm just checking the comments now for questions and clearing requests and to say hi to people I haven't said hi to yet. Hi Laura. Hi Lauren Hunsinger. Hi Jacqueline. Hi Sonia. Hi Milena. Hi Candy B. Okay. I'm starring your questions and clearing requests. Hi Play Love Remember. Hi Rush. How are you doing? Hi Red Dragon. Hi Brina. Hi Ross Bubs Barbara. Hi Maureen D'Amico. Hi Suzanne. Okay. I'm just scrolling down. Hi, Hypnicity. Hi, Play Love Remember if I haven't said hi yet. Hi, Tamer. Okay. Hi, Ralph. Oh, hi, Akila. Oh, Red Dragon has an interesting comment. She says, I just watched a show on Netflix with the William Shatner that theorized Atlantis could have been located in the Sahara Desert, which was in the ocean. There is a swirl seen from space. That's very interesting. Um, Whenever I ask or I try to figure out where it is, the location isn't very clear, although it is believed to have been in the Atlantic Ocean, which is why it's called Atlantic Ocean. It was named after the Atlantis. But it would be interesting um, to know where it really was. Oh, I forgot to mention. A lot of us, whenever we incarnated and on other galaxies or not other galaxies but in other star systems, right? We incarnated on them. Usually our first incarnations on earth is either in Lemuria or in Atlantis. It was very interesting to see. And usually I see that it depends on our soul's inclination. If our soul is more inclined with the divine feminine, we incarnate in Lemuria most often. Um, but if we are more inclined with the divine masculine part, we're more inclined with the divine masculine or with technology, we incarnate more on Atlantis or most often. Although I've seen a few people who have had incarnations on both. That's also possible. But yeah, it's very much related to our inclination, to our soul's inclination. Milena had this question. I had this question in my head. If we have all, if we all have been a part of it, we haven't all been a part of it. I didn't have any experiences or any lifetimes in Atlantis, although I've had several in Lemuria. It's just the way my soul has been wired, I guess. But yeah, we can have lifetimes in other parts as well, or our first lifetimes in other parts. I've seen um, people who didn't incarnate in either. That's also possible. So if you didn't have um, any lifetimes in Atlantis, that's okay. It doesn't make you less of a person. Hypnicity says, isn't Atlantis part of the Bermuda Triangle? I don't know. Um, I'm going to ask now. Okay. Is Atlantis part of the Bermuda Triangle? I'm getting a no on this hypnicity. But yeah, even I don't know where it is. Okay, I'm just starring some questions. Okay. Oh, I haven't really monitored how many I have. Hold on. I was so into talking about Atlantis that I forgot how to count how many questions I've already starred. Okay, I have your clearing request, Sonia, Candy B, Lauren Hunsinger, Mangled Unicorn, Red Dragon, Brina, Melena, Marin D'Amico, Play Love Remember, Hypnicity, I Am Lulu, Angela Hunter, Sherry Mo, and Tamarkan Polat. Okay, I have 14. I'm going to close the questions now. I don't want to stay here for 3 hours. There we go. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Hold on. I am going to ask if you're still in the chat later on before I read your question and before we answer your question. Ooh, that's a good suggestion to have an episode about Bermuda Triangle. If you're watching, let me know in the comments, like after the show, if it's something that you want to talk about. Hi, Butterfly7431, and to the people who just came in. Lauren says, I have not had any lifetimes in either one, and that's okay. I've also read for people who didn't have lifetimes in either one. It depends on our soul's perception of where our soul is going to grow more, or what I've mentioned before, like our inclination. Sometimes we have a well balanced soul, like we're not inclined more to the divine feminine or to the divine masculine. That's also possible. But personally, I'm just more inclined with the divine feminine. So personally, I incarnated in Lemuria a lot more and didn't have any in Atlantis. Red Dragon says, we have so many questions that episodes could go in perpetuity. That would be so cool. Hello, Bernadette. Okay. Hi, Hypnicity says, my pendulum agrees with yours. Don't know why I never asked it before. Okay, I'm going to open the Akashic Records now. Again, the questions are now closed for this session, but I am going to do the best I can to answer all the questions that we have started so far. We have 14 today. So let's take a deep centering breath, everyone. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in this sacred space, and all objects in this sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold this sacred space. And so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Master, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Oh, hello, Maria Amethyst Celentine. Hi, White Dragon. Hi, Annie Bear. Yeah, the questions are now closed, Maria, but since this is a public reading, a lot of the readings for other people might also resonate for you, so please feel free to stick around. We learn a lot from watching um, discussions and also messages for other people. Okay. Hold on. The first question we have is from Sonia Claiborne. It's a clearing request, actually. Can I get the clearing, please? Feeling dread. So, since you've mentioned dread, I suppose you're asking for an emotional energy clearing. I'm going to check if it's something that we can clear right now. Oh, not this one. Make it me clear. Are there any trapped emotions of dread? Sonia Claiborne's physical body, energy body. Are there any trapped emotions? I'm not getting that there are any trapped emotions of dread right now, Sonia. Perhaps if you're feeling it, it's not necessarily trapped in your body and you're still processing it. So it's not something that we can clear right now. But I'm going to check for other emotions that might be related to it that we can clear. Oops. Okay, I think I'm back. My camera has been glitching, so I will be replacing it sometime this week, but the replacement hasn't arrived yet. So, okay, hold on. I will be back. My camera isn't working. Hold on, everyone. Okay, I think my camera has really just stopped working. Yeah, I am fixing my camera. Thank you so much, Angela Hunter, for your help. Sonia says, "Dang, I was always told I could break cameras." No, it was actually been glitching for a while. I think it just broke. I'm sorry, everyone. We might have to continue this without the camera. I'm trying my best to make the camera work. Okay, it's still not working. So my apologies, everyone. I'll have to continue this without the camera. Oh, not that one. Ping. Let me just show you this while we're doing the readings. Thank you, everyone, for your patience and understanding with me. I'm going to try to fix it later on after the show. But yeah, for now, as I'll get to the clearing for Sonia. Are there any trapped emotions that we can clear for Sonia right now? Okay, I'm getting that. Yes, there are trapped emotions that we can clear for you, but not the dread. Okay, what trapped emotion can we clear for Sonia, please? Is it sorrow? Is it sadness? Is it sadness or rejection? Okay. I'm getting that the trapped emotion that we can clear for you, Sonia, is discouragement. I'm going to see where in your body this is trapped. I'm getting stomach. Is it in her stomach? Yeah, I'm getting that this trapped emotion is in your stomach area. So if this is something that you want to be cleared again, the emotion that we can clear right now is discouragement and it's trapped in your stomach. Please type in yes in the chat or type in no if you don't want to clear it yet. Oh, hello. Hi, Al. I just waved at the camera, everyone. Oh, goodness. I forgot that you can't see me. Okay, I got you, Sonia. We request the clearing of this trapped emotion of discouragement from Sonia's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, for Sonia's highest good, the highest good form, the most benevolent outcome. Archangel Raphael, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done, Sonia. It's been cleared. I forgot to mention that this was something that's trapped from this present lifetime, so we didn't have to go into the records to clear this. Hello and welcome, Monale. Um, Questions are now closed for this session, but please stick around. Usually, the messages for other people might resonate for you. So yeah, thank you. Oh, and the people who are just coming in, I'm having trouble with my camera. So yeah, it stopped working on me midway. So thank you for your patience and understanding. I'm going to go through the readings without the camera for now. Also, this episode is available as a podcast. So if you're driving or you're jogging, running, and you need a podcast, yeah, this is available as a podcast. Okay, next up we have Candy B. May I please have an Akashic record reading and then clearing where necessary. Okay. Is Candy still here? Candy, please let me know if you're still in the chat. And the next person we have is Lauren Hunsinger and Mangled Unicorn, who are also asking for clearings. So please let me know if you're still in the chat. Linda de Gonzalez says, LOL, Diane. It's already a podcast today. I know, right? It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned, Linda. It just happened this way. Thankfully, I won't have any shows up until Friday. And I think the new camera is going to be arriving later today. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for comments from Candy B to let us know that she's still with us in the chat. I'm not seeing any. Okay, Lauren is here though, so I'm going to jump into Lauren's question or clearing request. Okay. What can we clear from Lauren right now? That's for her highest good spirit guides. So, chakra blockage or imbalance, masters? Blockage or imbalance? So chakra blockage. Okay, I'm getting chakra blockages for you or chakra blockage, Lauren. Okay, I'm going to see where in your body is this in her root chakra. I just got a flash of red. Is it in her root chakra? Yes, they're telling me that this is in your root chakra. The blockage is in your root chakra. Okay. Is it from this lifetime? Or is it from a past lifetime? And I'm getting this is from a past lifetime, Lauren. So I'm going to go into the records to see what past lifetime this blockage came from, and also what trapped emotion. I'm going to check that first. What trapped emotion is blocking Lauren's root chakra right now, Masters? Is it worry? I'm getting that the trapped emotion that we need to clear is worry. Okay. Okay, Masters, Archangel Metatron, could you please show me the past lifetime where Lauren had this blockage? Okay. Was this in the Americas? No. Well, is it in Europe? I'm getting a European lifetime, Lauren. You were a female in this lifetime, and you were like in your 30s or late 20s in Switzerland, Netherlands. This was in the Netherlands, is what they were telling me, and I'm getting a rough time frame of about 1600s to 1700s. Okay. You were in a farm. You had a family, a husband and one son, and your son is like a toddler at this point, about 3 or 4 years old. And you were feeding chickens. Usually, stories with chickens are good stories, but for this one, they're telling me that the winter was rough during this time, and the chickens started to die. Um, and because of that, you worried a lot about what to feed your family. This was a shared worry that you had with your husband then, but more a lot for you because you were the one who was really taking care of the chickens. You relied on them for eggs. Not that you were going to kill them. But for the eggs, you were worried that you wouldn't be able to get eggs. Okay. Is it something that we can clear now, Masters? Yeah, this is something that we can clear, Lauren. Um, Let us know in the chat if this is something that you want to be cleared. Please type in yes or type in no if you don't want it cleared yet. But again, the trapped emotion was worry, and it's in your root chakra, and it's blocking your root chakra right now. Um, you were worried that you wouldn't have enough eggs or enough food to feed your family. That's where the worry was coming from. Hello, Denise. Thank you so much for dropping by and for sharing this space with us. Yes, Candy. We called you a while ago. I will go to your question right after this one. Okay. Lauren says, interesting. Yes, yes, yes. I'm also getting that how this is affecting you, although this might be true for everyone. Um, you are, you might be very fearful or very worried when there are no food in the pantry. So you try to stock up on some things, is what I'm picking up on, that you how it is affecting you right now. But okay, let's go to the clearing. I request the clearing of this trapped emotion of worry from Lauren's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, for Lauren's highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters and Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done, Lauren. I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this clearing for you. Maureen, we haven't called you yet. We're still at our second reading. Okay, next up we have Candy B, who has rejoined us. Hi, Candy. May I please have an Akashic record reading and then clearing where necessary? Okay. Is there a past life trapped emotion that we can clear from Candy right now for her highest good Metatron? I'm getting a yes, so okay. I'm going to dive into that. What trapped emotion can we clear from Candy from a past lifetime? So frustrating or feeling taken for granted. Okay, the past trapped emotion from a past lifetime that we can clear, Candy, is the feeling of being taken for granted. So I'm going to dive into the records now to see where it originated. And I'm feeling this in the left side of the body. So is it in the colon? Not the colon. Is it in the kidney? Kidney. Okay, please show me where. Is it appendix? Is this in her appendix? Not appendix. That wasn't the right. Or is it in one of the chakras? Okay, small intestines then. Okay, on the left side. Okay, thank you, Rafael. They're telling me that this trapped emotion is in your trapped in the small intestines, but around the left side is what they're showing me because it's the part where I'm feeling it. Okay, Metatron, could you please show me a past lifetime where this originated from, where this trapped emotion originated from? Okay. I'm seeing a small toddler, like 2 or 3 years old, female, um, with brown, almost blonde hair, very light hair. Okay. Was this in England? Not in England, but something similar. European country, Luxembourg. Okay, they're telling me that this was from a past lifetime that you had in Luxembourg. You were from a wealthy family, based on what you were wearing. But being from a wealthy family, it also meant that your parents were very kind of busy, and so they weren't paying you any attention. They had other interests in mind. During this time, it's like they had a child because they were expected to have a child at that age. You had a very young mom at this point. I'm seeing the number 22. Your mom was around 22 years old when she had you in this lifetime, and she was very young, and she would go to like balls and parties at the time and would leave you in the care of your nannies. Um, as I've mentioned, you looked around 2 or 3 years old at this time, so you knew who your mom was at this point, and you were looking for attention from her, but she didn't give you any, unfortunately. And so you didn't know how to express it, but you felt very taken for granted. You would Whenever you saw your mother, you felt like you wanted to grab her attention. You wanted her love, essentially. You wanted her love, and you wanted to spend time with her. But yeah, you felt very taken for granted. So this is where that trapped emotion of being taken for granted stems from. And I'm going to check how this is affecting you in this lifetime. Okay, you might feel frustrated or angry whenever someone ignores you. Candy, but I don't know if you can validate it, but you might feel very frustrated, and it's stemming from that past lifetime because a lot of our past lifetimes, the trapped emotions that we get from them, we usually get them at a young age because at our young ages we don't know how to process our emotions, and it was the same. I think it's true for you, Candy B. So yeah, if this is something that you want to be cleared again, this is the feeling of being taken for granted. Please type in yes or type in no if you don't want it yet. Hello to the people who just came in. Hi, Laura Snapped. Um, Hi, Jay Roberts. The questions are now closed. We close it around 14 minutes past 5, at least my time. 14 minutes, 14. 14 minutes after we started. So, yeah. But please feel free to stick around. Unfortunately, my camera broke midway. So, we are doing a podcast style today. But yeah, I'm still going through the questions for today. Okay, I got a yes from Candy B. Okay, I got you. I request the clearing of this feeling taken for granted from Candy's physical body, her energy body. In all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, for Candy's highest good, the highest beautiful, the most benevolent of them. Akashic Records Masters. Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. I hope that helps, Candy, and thank you for trusting me to do this reading and clearing for you. Everyone, I also offer private readings. My details are in the description. Just email me if you'd like to schedule a reading. Although I might not be able to do that this week, but next week's, yeah. Because as you can see, my camera has stopped working on me. Again, don't worry. The replacement is coming soon. It just didn't come soon enough. Okay, next up we have Mangled Unicorns question, or rather, clearing request. Mangled Unicorn says, "May I have a clearing, please, and thank you." Yes, you may. Our dear friend Jacqueline. Okay. What kind of clearing would be most beneficial for Jacqueline in this moment, spirit guides? Is it ancestral traumas? Okay, I'm getting an ancestral trauma clearing for you, Jacqueline. For this one, I'm going to see what trapped emotion you inherited from your ancestors. Okay, what trapped emotion can clear that has been inherited? Ancestors. Is it worry or discouragement? I'm getting the trapped emotion of discouragement, mangled unicorn. Not in the solar plexus is what they're telling me. Okay, show me where, please. Is it in the stomach? Okay, but they're telling me, um, Archangel Raphael is showing me it's trapped in your stomach. Okay, okay, discouragement in the stomach. Could you please show me, masters, where this originated from? Ahem. Is this from a lifetime in the Americas? Not in the Americas. Okay, show me where, please. Okay, where's her ancestor from? Okay, is it in Southeast Asia? I'm seeing like a tribe, a really ancient, not ancient, but an old tribe from Southeast Asia. Is it in Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam? Okay, I'm getting this is one of an ancestor who's from Vietnam, but it's really old. Like it might have been in the 1500s or before, is what I'm seeing with regards to the attire that they're wearing. Okay, discouragement. I'm seeing a lot of sea. Like your ancestor was a male in this lifetime, and he's traveling with his crew on a ship. I'm being told that they just came from China. They did some trades there, and they were on their way home to Vietnam. Unfortunately, they encountered pirates. They encountered pirates on the way back, and so the okay, that's painful. Uh, the boxes that they had, they were all taken from them, and unfortunately for your ancestor, it was a lot of his riches. It was a lot of your family's riches, and a lot of your wealth that had been stolen. It might have been all. Is the impression that I'm getting because it feels like a gut punch to me because everything has been taken away. And he was very worried and very discouraged because it's like it's his way of earning a living is to trade everything. And unfortunately, because it has been looted by pirates. He didn't have any to trade anymore, and he felt very discouraged. Okay. I'm going to see if it's something that we can clear now. And how it, okay, do they want to tell me or to tell you how it's affecting your family? Okay. It's like whenever there are road bumps, even when it's not as big as this one, it's difficult for your family members from that side of the family to take up courage to start again. That's the word that the Akashic Records masters are using, to take up courage to start again. It's starting over that really scares your family members, is what they're telling me. Hong Kong. Okay. I don't know if they were from Hong Kong, but the trajectory or the path that they were showing me was from China going to Vietnam. That's where your ancestor traveled, is what they were telling me. But yeah, fear of lack. Yeah, that's very possible. So if this is something that you want to be cleared, again, this is an ancestral trauma. So when we clear it, we're going to clear it from your family members as well, whether they are your direct ancestors or direct descendants or non-direct ones like your cousins. It's going to clear them as well. So let me know in the chat. Type in yes. Okay, I got you. Okay, Mangled Unicorn says, this life, my grandma and her family are from Hong Kong. Interesting. Yeah, it's from that part of Asia, in Southeast Asia, is what they're telling me. Mangled Unicorn says, yes, please. Okay, I call in Archangel Chamuel and the Akashic Records Masters. We ask for this trapped emotion and inherited emotion of discouragement be cleared from Jacqueline's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in all ancestral lineage, for their highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. We ask that this trapped emotion and inherited emotion be cleared. And it's done, Jacqueline. I hope that helps, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this clearing for you. I'm just going to backtrack if I missed any comments. Maureen says, I hope that Diane is able to get her camera working. I'm going to try again to restart my computer after this show to see if it's working. But yeah, a replacement camera is on its way. Don't worry. It's broken, but it's not going to stay like this forever. Okay, let's go to the next question. Next up, we have Red Red Dragon Kim. And after Red Red Dragon, we have Brina and then Milena. So let me know if you're still here. Again, that's Red Red Dragon, then Brina, and then Milena. Okay. Red Red Dragon asks, could the masters share any past lives that will assist me in developing my highest potential in this one? Ooh, I love this question. Okay, Metatron, could you please show me a past lifetime of Kim that would help her develop? There's potential for this lifetime. Male in this lifetime? Celtic one? She, was it a druid? Was she a druid in this lifetime? I'm being shown like a lifetime where you were male and you were quite old at the time that they're showing me, and it's a Celtic lifetime. You were a priest or a druid in this lifetime, and I'm seeing you holding tree branches for this one. Okay, what's the significance of this lifetime for Kim right now? Okay, the masters are bringing up that you've had lifetimes where you were a priest or a priestess, and you were connected very much with nature here on earth, like with land. Okay, how is this going to help her, masters? Okay, they're telling me that you still have it. You still have the gift of connecting with nature, like shamanism. Okay, is she a healer too? Is that what you're showing me? Okay, they're showing me that you are actually healing someone in this lifetime. You're also a healer, Kim, and much like other gifts that we have, this is something that we carry over from lifetime to lifetime. Once a healer, always a healer. So this is something that you can still do, Kim. That's why they are bringing this lifetime up. You still have the gift to connect with Earth, to connect with nature, and if you want, so you can also use it for healing. You can use your um, gifts as a healer. Is it part of her soul plan for her to do this in this lifetime, Masters? I'm getting a yes on this. This was part of your soul plan, is to be a healer. Okay, so it's something that we can activate. Does she need to be activated for this? Okay. Kim, let me know if you want to be a healer activation. Um, I'm getting. We can do that for you to give you a healer's activation. Should you want it? Type in yes in the chat or type in no if you want it. It's going to help you align with this soul plan and soul purpose to be a healer. Okay, I got you. Um, Kim Red Dragon says yes. Okay, Kim, let's take a deep centering breath. And thank you for accepting this activation, Kim. I call in Archangel Metatron and the Akashic Records Masters and request the activation of Kim Red Dragon's healing gifts and abilities for her to be able to use them in this lifetime. Kim, you might feel a little tingly on your crown chakra because they're sending you light codes for this one. And they are aligning you with your divine purpose and your soul purpose and plan for this lifetime to be a healer. And it's done, Kim. So thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you and for accepting that activation. So I hope that helps and thank you so much again. And good luck. Good luck. I know we need a lot of healers um, in our time right now. Okay, next up, We have Brina. Okay, I'm just going to check the comments for Brina. Is Brina still here? Okay, Brina's still here. Melena's still here. Brina asks, may I have an Akashic reading on a past life I had with my dad, David? Thanks. Okay. Just going to take a sip first. Okay. Masters, please show me a past lifetime that Brina had with her dad, David. I'm seeing two toddlers, like one female and one male. Um, they're around 4 or 5 years old, both of them, or at least the female one is 4 or 5. The male one is smaller, and you're like playing alongside a beach. You're at the shore. Okay, which one's Brina Masters? Is she the older one? She's the male one. Okay. They're telling me that you're the younger sibling. You were the male sibling, and your dad during this lifetime was your sister. Okay. What's the significance of this lifetime, please? During this lifetime, they're showing me that she was very caring. She was young, but she felt very responsible for you during this time, Brina. Like, she kept looking after you. I'm seeing that you had your parents, both of your parents. Um, Mostly your mother is what I'm being shown. She's with the beach with you, but she's a bit farther away. But she already trusts your sister, who is your dad in this lifetime, to look after you, even though she was also young in this lifetime. And there was just so much trust for you. Like you look up to your sister in that lifetime. I don't know if the dynamic is still the same, Brina. But yeah, your dad used to be your sister. Okay. Um, I'm going to see if there's anything more that the masters would like to show from this lifetime. They're showing me that your dad in that life, I mean your dad right now, who was your sister in that lifetime, and being shown you growing up as teens, and you maintain that close relationship. So I'm getting this is more of a positive relationship, Brina, for you and your dad. And it's part of the reason why you incarnated in this lifetime together, because of that trust that you had for her or for him. It can get quite confusing when there's like a gender swap. But yeah, you had a lot of trust with this person. That's why when you incarnated together here, um, he agreed or she agreed to be your dad. He just really loves you so much, Sabrina. So yeah, that is the significance of your relationship, or the reason why you incarnated together. Rather, you had a very positive relationship in that lifetime. So I hope that helps. I'm going to check if there's if they can tell me the name. It feels very European to me. Is this in Germany? Not Germany. Okay, show me please. Was it in Norway? Okay, they're telling me that this was in Norway. And the time frame, I would say around late 1700s to early 1800s. So thank you so much, Brina. And I hope that helps. Okay. I'm going to check for comments that I missed. Behind. I'm like 17 comments behind. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Brina. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, when we do live shows, there really are unexpected things happening. Unfortunately, today it's my camera. But yeah, okay. Next up, we have Milena. After Milena, we have Maureen D'Amico and then Play Love Remember. Okay, Milena asks, did I had a past life that might be significant for the present time? Okay. Archangel Metatron, could you please show me a past lifetime of Milena that would be significant for her in this lifetime, please? I don't know why, but I'm seeing drums, like a big drum set, and you're drumming. You were a male in this lifetime. Was this in the Americas, Masters? Not in the Americas, okay. In Europe again? Or in Africa? Africa. Okay, could you show me the country? I'm getting this was in an African country. Milena, Ethiopia. Current Ethiopia. Not there. Okay. South or a bit north. This is in Libya. Okay. This is in the current day Libya, but it's been it looks very old. Like the lifetime was very old. But it's in the current day Libya. Okay. What's the significance of the drumming masters? They're not answering me, but they just kept drumming. Like dun 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 dun. And they're telling me that this is something that you can apply in your life whenever you're grounding. Like drums can ground you. It's the frequency, the beat of the drum that might be calming for you. And I'm hearing you used to do this whenever you feel anxious in that lifetime. You would drum, and it's a way for you to connect with nature. And if you're feeling ungrounded, is what I'm hearing, you can connect through the drums. And if you don't have a drum, this is something that I learned from our dear Annie Bear. You can use your tummy to drum or anything that has a that you can make sound out of that can have a beat. But you can use your tummy for this one, drumming. Is that your message for her, masters? Yes. Okay, they're telling me that that is the message. That is the significance of that lifetime for you right now. To use music, to use drumming for you to ground. So I hope that helps, Milena. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay. Next up, we have Maureen D'Amico, and I'm seeing comments from her. So she's still here. Okay. Milena says there is always something unexpected coming, but I have idea what this might mean. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Whenever we are doing readings, it doesn't always make sense for us. Like they show us things that might not make sense for us, but that's okay as long as the person we are reading for actually gets it. It's so awesome when that happens. Okay. Maureen asks, did my father Gail have a past life with me? So even without checking the pendulum, I'm getting a yes. Normally, our family members, our immediate family members, are people from our soul group. So these are people who incarnate with us over and over. But I'm getting, yes, your father did have a past lifetime with you. I'm going to check what kind of past lifetime he had with you. Okay, was this on Earth, Masters? Okay, I thought something was weird. The one that they're showing me, Maureen, is something that is out of Earth. Was it in Orion? You had a lifetime together in Orion. Okay, was this the first time they had a lifetime together, Masters? Okay, it wasn't the first lifetime, but somehow they're showing me. And Maureen and to the people who are watching, Orion had like a dark past. It had a period of its time where it was very chaotic. There were also wars ongoing in Orion, and I'm getting that this was during that period of wars. And I'm seeing two figures together. One is one looks like an adult, and there's someone smaller. I'm going to figure out which is one, which one. Well, oh, which is which? Okay, is Maureen the adult one, or the smaller kid? Okay, the child person who is what I'm seeing is covered in a blanket. They're telling me that that was you, Maureen, and the adult one is a female in this lifetime. Okay, that's a dad. Oh, sorry, that's the dad, right? And Maureen, I'm getting burpy, so there might be something that needs to be cleared from your solar plexus or in the stomach area. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always check with your medical professionals in matters concerning your health. But yeah, that's what I'm being shown and what they're making me feel. Okay, more. Could you give me more information about this, masters? Were they slaves? Or okay, from Rigel or Beetlejuice? Okay, they're telling me that this was a past lifetime that you had in Beetlejuice. I'm seeing you were in the ship and you were together, your dad and you. You were a male in this lifetime. Again, there's like a gender swap. And your father in this lifetime was a female who was taking care of you. I don't feel like you're blood related during this lifetime, but you were both slaves. And there that you as a child was taken away from your family, so you didn't know anyone in that ship and you were very scared. Whenever the slave traders would pass by, you would hunch around, you would cover yourself in a blanket because you were very very scared, and your dad during that lifetime would comfort you. You didn't, I'm not saying that you talked a lot, but there's something in her touch or his touch that really calmed you down. So you shared an unspoken bond with your dad during this lifetime. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Maureen, but if you feel like you're safe with your dad, I feel like it's something that you brought from that experience in Orion, particularly in Beetlejuice. And I'm going to check what trapped emotion we can clear from this. Is it dread? Okay, I'm getting the trapped emotion that we can clear right now is dread, and it's in your solar plexus. It's trapped in your solar plexus, Maureen. Again, this was from the past. life experience as a slave during this lifetime. So if this is something that you want to be cleared, type in yes in the chat. If not, type in no. That's also okay. Um, yeah, I'm going to check the comments. Oh, hello, Leah. The questions are now closed for this session, but I will be back again on Friday. We will be doing Galactic Akashic Records readings. I'll be doing that with Diana Bowles on Friday. On the 17th. Yeah, we'll be back on the 17th to do Galactic Akashic Records readings. Hi, Viviani. Thank you so much for being here, Viviani. Um, we're just waiting for Maureen's comment whether she wants this to be cleared. Again, the trapped emotion that we can clear is dread from the solar plexus. I need to do that. Viviani says galactic readings are fun. They are. They are, and I learn a lot from them, Viviani. Okay, I'm not seeing a comment from Maureen D'Amico, so I don't know if she has left. But I've noted what we needed to be cleared. Okay. Oh, Maureen is still here. Maureen, if you want the trapped emotion of dread from your solar plexus to be cleared, let me know. Please type in yes in the chat or no if not. Thank you, Viviani. I really enjoy doing galactic readings. I learn a lot about our galactic history whenever I do that. And Diana is just amazing as well. She's a treasure trove of wisdom. Thank you. Thank you so much for your help, Angela. And Duck. Bernadette, I believe that you um, went in after we have closed the questions. We closed the questions about 14 minutes in, I believe. Oh my gosh, Viviani, I watched that movie. It was about a cat. And it's amazing. The animation was amazing. In the waters, how they animated the waters. Oh, okay. I'm not seeing a yes or no from Viviani, from Maureen. So I'm going to go to our next question. Next, we have Play Love Remember. After Play Love Remember, we have Hypnicity, and then I Am Lulu, and then Angela Hunter. Let me know if you are still here. I see Play Love Remembers comments just a while ago and Hypnicities, so I know you're still here. Play Love Remembers says, Hi Diane, would you please tell me who I was in the cosmos, please? It's mind blowing who I knew from that time, or whatever comes up, please. Okay, who you were in the cosmos. I believe that your origin is from Maya in the Pleiades. Okay, let's see. Oops. And they keep dropping stuff. To the people who just came in, my apologies. My camera stopped working midway. Um, but during the first part, we talked a bit about Atlantis, and my camera was still working around that time. Oh, Playlove Remember says I meant before stars. Oh, before stars. Okay. I don't know if I can get that. Usually, before stars, we are not physical. So usually we get you. I just get light. So I don't know if I can. Okay, let's try. I'm going to try. I'm seeing just like a nebula sort of thing. Is this like your soul group or like the overall? But before your physicality, I'm just seeing like a nebula, and the color of the nebula is purple. So that says a lot about you. Purple is the energy of transmutation and transformation. So your inclination is that. So no wonder you incarnated in the Pleiades, because a lot of our tasks involve transmutation or, or or transformation. Okay, I'm asking, what made you decide to go physical? Like, what made you decide to incarnate into physicality? And I'm getting a sense that you wanted to learn. You wanted to learn who you are and what you can be. You wanted to know the truth from different angles. There was no excitement. There was no curiosity. It just feels very calm. It's not boring. It's almost boring, but it's just very calm, very monotonous. You wanted to be physical and experience physicality to get to know yourself, to get to know like the universe. And I'm hearing the way to go and the way to do that is through physicality, like by feeling the density and leaving that nebula like thing. But yeah, there was a point when you weren't physical. I love remember, as are we. There was a time I believe that all of us were not physical before we incarnated on Earth, or before we even incarnated in other stars and other star systems. There was a point when we weren't physical. And for you, you really want to learn, is the impression that I was getting. Keep in mind that there were no words whenever we're doing this. There were no words, so it was like light language. But I tried my best to convey how you were feeling and how it felt. It felt very calm, and yeah, you wanted to learn about who you are and the truth about the universe. That's why you went into physicality. So I hope that helps, Play Love Remember. And thank you so much for trusting us to do this reading for you. Oh, thank you, Viviani. Maureen has typed in yes. Um, okay, just scrolling up to see. Okay, I got it. So let's go back to Maureen's clearing for now, since she has typed in yes. Okay. Again, the trapped emotion that we can clear from this is dread. Is it dread? Yeah, I can't understand my my penmanship. Dread from solar plexus. Okay, I gotcha. I request a clearing of this dread trapped emotion from Maureen's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future. From Marine's highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. I hope that helps, Maureen. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this clearing for you. Okay, Play Love Remember is asking, did I have a name? No, you did not have a name. I did not get that you had a name during that time. Play Love Remember. Everything was just thought. Like how telepathy works right now. It worked a lot like just getting thoughts. That's why I said it's like light language. So there were no words and there was no name. Playla remembers says, "Oh yes, LOL. I wear a lot of purple. Yeah, the energy that I saw was a lot purple, almost. It was dark red purple. If I can describe it clearer. Oh, Leah, we love you too. Thank you. Okay, next up we have hypnicity. After hypnicity, we have I am Lulu, and then Angela Hunter. Okay, hypnicity. Do my ancestors have any messages for me? Thanks, Nalani. I'm not a medium, hypnicity, so I can't connect with your ancestors the way other people connect with past loved ones. But I'm going to try to see if you have any ancestral guides. Okay. Does Nalani have any ancestral guides right now around her? I'm not getting that there are any ancestral guides. Okay. Does her ancestors have any messages for her? I'm getting a no as well. Okay. I'm getting a no that they don't have. I'm sorry, Nalani. They don't have a message for you, like the ancestors. But I am going to see if there are any mm, ancestral traumas, for example, that we can check or we can clear. That might give you an idea of um, how your ancestors lived, if that's okay with you, Nalani. Okay. Hypnicity says, "Yikes, they abandoned me today." Not necessarily abandoned. Um, Perhaps they have given you the message in some other days or in the past that still applies. So they don't have any additional messages for you. It's possible that way. And also because, as I've mentioned, I'm not a medium. I don't consider myself a medium. So for me personally, it's more difficult to connect with past loved ones as compared to angels and as compared to galactic guides and galactic beings. So yeah, for mediumship questions, there are a lot of people on YouTube who offer that. So don't stop with just me. Again, it's just that I don't consider myself as a medium. But I'm going to check if there are any ancestral traumas that we can clear, just to give you an idea of how your ancestors live. I'm getting a yes on ancestral, ancestral trapped emotions or ancestral traumas. And the one that they're actually bringing up, okay, show me please. Is it indecisiveness, masters, or frustration? Frustration. Okay, I'm getting that the trapped emotion is frustration. Okay, show me where, masters. Raphael in the channel. Is it in the throat? No, it's in head. Third eye. Okay. Frustration. Okay. They're showing me that this was trapped in the third eye chakra. I'm just going to check the records for which ancestor this originated from. Okay, was this in the Americas? South America. Okay, I'm being shown like ancestral past lifetime in the South America. Was this in Peru? Okay. Um, you had an ancestor who was from Peru, and I'm seeing she was a female and she had flowers in her hair, like a ring of flowers in her hair. Okay, what made her feel frustrated? What made her feel frustrated, Chamuel? She was practicing a dance. That's why she had the flowers in her hair, is what they're telling me. Like, usually they didn't put flowers on their hair. That's what they're telling me. But it was like a performance. And this was a very old lifetime. Might have been around the time of Lemuria or maybe shortly after Lemuria. But it was a very old lifetime. Okay. I'm seeing that your ancestor she couldn't get the steps of the dance. That's where the frustration comes from. Like she couldn't move her body fast enough or in the way that she envisions it. So she became very frustrated. I'm seeing her like clutching her head, like "Argh," just grunting in frustration. But she's trying. She tried her best to do the dance. That's what they're telling me. Okay, why did this get trapped? Oh, okay. They're telling me that it got trapped because she kept denying. She kept denying that she couldn't do the dance. It's like she was making excuses. She was in her like teens during this time. Okay, please don't judge her. She was around her teens during this time and like a very frustrated teenager. So yeah, this trapped emotion is trapped in their third eye chakra. So if this is something that you want to be cleared, Nalani, let me know. Type in yes in the comment section or type in no. Sometimes we get lifetimes or life stories that are very serious, and sometimes they are a bit light when we talk about it or a bit funny. But remember that when things are happening to us, ourselves, like it can get frustrating. We forget how frustrating it is to be at the experiencing end of it. Okay, I got a yes from Hypnosty. I request the clearing of this inherited trapped emotion from Nalani's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, from her ancestral lineage, for their highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Chamuel, yes, the distracting emotion be cleared. And it's done, Alani. I hope that helps, and thank you so much for trusting us to do this reading and clearing for you. I keep saying us, even though I'm the only person here. But whenever I say us, please keep in mind that I'm just talking about me and my spirit team. Okay, next up we have I Am Lulu. After I Am Lulu, we have Angela Hunter, and then Sherry Mo, and Tamerkan Polat. Okay, next up we have I Am Lulu. Is Lulu still here? Lulu, let me know if you're still here. Hmm. Okay, Sherry is still here. I'm scrolling up to see if Lulu is still here. I haven't seen. Okay, Lulu's still here. Sherry Mo's still here. Angela Hunter's still here. Uh, I am Lulu asks, may I have a clearing of my third eye chakra, hoping to open my dreams and retention of dreams. Okay, are there any trapped emotions that we can clear right now for Lulu from her third eye chakra? I'm not getting any right now, Lulu, that we can clear from your third eye chakra. It doesn't mean that there aren't any, but it might just mean that you aren't ready. Like the time isn't ripe yet to do a clearing for your third eye chakra. But I'm going to check if there's other clearings that we can do for you. Okay, what clearing would be most beneficial for Lulu in this moment? Spirit guides. Just meridian blockages? Okay. Your spirit guides would like sorry. Your spirit guides would just like want meridian clearings. So meridian points or meridians are like the energy circuits in our body. Like we know that the chakras are like the energy centers, right? So meridians are where the energy flows in our body. You can think of them as blood vessels, but except it's not delivering blood, it's delivering energies from our bodies. And whenever there are blockages, we might feel like a slight discomfort or even pain from that part of the body. And for some reason, your spirit guides want to do a clearing on that today. Okay, Raphael, could you please show me the blockage? I'm seeing a shoulder. Is it her left shoulder or right shoulder from this vantage point? Right. Is there more than one? No, I'm just getting there's one in your shoulder, Lulu. A meridian blockage in the right shoulder. Okay, I'm just shifting to all comments. If this is something that you want to be cleared, again, it's a meridian blockage in the right shoulder. I don't know if it's sore or um, or if there's a discomfort. I'm getting hold on, I'm getting messages. I don't know if it's pinging on your end as well, but I'm getting some messages. Okay. If this is something that you want to be cleared, Lulu. Oh, okay. Lulu says, oops, not that one. Lulu says, my right shoulder is always sore. Okay. That's what they were showing me. And when I asked what would be most beneficial for you in this moment, that's what they showed me. So, okay. Let me know if, okay, get rid of it. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always consult with your medical professionals with matters concerning your health. Other ways that we can also remove blockages. Oh, I can't speak. Other ways that we can remove meridian point blockages. One is acupuncture. Another person who does this is Debbie Dimit. Okay, I request the clearing of this meridian point blockage from Lulu's energy body. For her highest good, highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Archangel Raphael, we ask that this meridian blockage be cleared, please. And it's done, Lulu. I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting us to do this clearing for you. Hi, Donna Marie. Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't really type because I'm on live, Donna. But yeah, please feel free to message me there. I will respond to you afterward. I think Maureen might be. Maureen, your stream might be lagging. Okay, next up we have Angela Hunter. Can I ask for a clearing or anything from a past life in Atlantis or Pompeii that might be holding me back now? Thank you. The first question I'm going to ask is: did Angela have any past lifetimes in Atlantis? I'm not getting that you had any past lifetimes in Atlantis, Angela. How about Pompeii Masters? Did she have any past lifetimes in Pompeii? Not getting any from Pompeii as well. How about Lemuria? But I am getting a yes on Lemuria, Angela, so I'm going to check for Lemuria. They all have like commonalities in their downfall. Like for Atlantis and Lemuria, they both sank. They both experienced like earthquakes and tremors right before. For Pompeii, it was volcanic eruption. Um, but as well as Lemuria, it didn't happen like overnight for Lemuria, from what I know. There were a lot of natural disasters before its downfall, as opposed to Atlantis. Atlantis happened very fast. Okay, enough chit chat, enough talking, Diane. Just going to the records. Okay, could you please show me a past lifetime of Angela that might be holding her back? Past lifetime Lemuria, please. I'm seeing a group of people in Lemuria. This was around the time before its downfall. I'm seeing one, two, three, four, about five people um, in a group. It feels like they're arguing about something, whether to leave or not, whether to leave Lemuria or not. Did Angela want to leave, Masters? You're one of the people who wanted to leave Lemuria, but your companions, they didn't want to. Okay, that's where the argument is stemming from. You wanted to leave Lemuria because there was a lot of conflicts in between tribes and between communities. And also, there was a lot of like natural disasters that was starting to happen. Lemuria used to be like a paradise when it began, and for thousands of years, it was like that. But yeah, during the later parts of Lemuria, there was also some corruption that was happening, and also some problems with regards to like the climate and with weather and with volcanoes that are erupting as well. And so you wanted to leave, Angela, but your family, your friends, like your community didn't want to. Did she try to escape? What is it that I'm seeing? Oh, was she there? Was she there when Lemuria fell, Masters? They're telling me that you were actually there um, when Lemuria when Lemuria sank, or at least the part where you were in. I believe some parts of Lemuria still exists to this day, but the part that you were in, I'm feeling like tremors, and you weren't able to escape. Okay, how is this holding her back? What's the trapped emotion here, Masters? Is it trapped emotion that's affecting Angela to this day from that lifetime? Is it feeling unsupported? I'm getting that the trapped emotion that we can clear from this lifetime is feeling unsupported. And you felt that way in that lifetime because no one supported your decision of leaving. There might have been one. I'm seeing one whom they're your partner during that life. You were a female, and so a male partner um, was actually supporting you, but the rest of the community didn't, or the rest of the family didn't, and you were part of the people who met their demise in Lemuria because of it. So, how it's affecting you right now? You might be scared of water. Perhaps that's why you also asked if you had any past lifetimes in Atlantis, because a lot of traumas from Atlantis are also related with water. So, if this is something that you want to be cleared, Angelo, let me know in the chat. Type in yes if you want it to be cleared. Again, it's feeling unsupported, and I'm feeling this in my stomach area as well. So, in the solar plexus, this is trapped and affecting in your solar plexus right now. Hi, Sunnyland. To the people who just came in. Again, my camera's malfunctioned and died on me. So we are going through podcast style and doing the readings. Okay. Angela says yes. Okay. We request the clearing of this trapped emotion of feeling unsupported from Angela's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines and all lifetimes. For Angela's highest good, the highest beautiful, the most benevolent outcome. Archangel Metatron, Akashic Records Masters, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done, Angela. I hope that helps. And again, thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading and clearing for you. Okay, we're down to the last two. We're down to the last two people. I'm going to make it chop chop because we are almost at the second hour. Hello, Alyssa, and welcome. It's the first time I've seen you here. Um, we do this every week. Again, I will be back on Friday with Diana Bowles. We will be doing Galactic Akashic Records readings. Okay. Is Sherry Mo still here? I saw their comment a while ago, but I haven't seen Tamer. Tamer, if you're still here, let me know. Let me know. My apologies, Alyssa. The questions have closed a while ago, but please feel free to stick around, and also make sure that you are subscribed and you've hit the notification bell if you want, so you can be notified of the next time I come on here. Okay, Tamer is still here. Sherry's still here. Okay. Another ancestral question. Again, I'm don't consider myself a medium, so I don't connect with past loved ones and past ancestors. But I'm going to try. If you have any ancestral guides, I usually can't connect with them. Okay. Does she have any ancestral guides, masters? Right now, I'm getting a no on this. Like right now, does her ancestors have any messages for her that they want her to know right now? Oh, but they do have a message for you. But I am going to use the cards for this. Okay. Can you please show me? This one? Or this one? Okay. For this, I will be using the favorite child currently, the I Don't Care deck. That's what they pointed me towards. Message from her ancestors. Message from Sherry Moon's ancestors, please. Is it from this one? This one? Okay. Hopefully by Friday, I will have my camera fixed again. My camera will be arriving later on today, the new one. So you will be seeing my face, and you will be getting tired of my face. Yeah, message this. Message this one. Okay. Is it both or just this one? This one. Okay. I wish I can show you the card, Sherry, but the card that I got is called Relieve the Pressure. And it's like there's like a pressure cooker or a kettle for a head instead of a person's head. This is your ancestors who are telling you that you might be being too hard on yourself and feeling a lot of pressure either from yourself or from the outside world. Going to tap into them. This is from a female ancestor, and I'm seeing she's wearing white, like white, looks almost like robes, almost Greco-Roman style. But she's encouraging you to have some time for yourself just to play so you can relieve that pressure. And she's giving you so much love and telling you not to be too hard on yourself. That is her main message, not to be too hard on yourself and have fun. Take some time today to have fun. So I hope that helps, Sherry. That is a message from your ancestor, who is a female. I'm not getting a name from them, but yeah, I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Denise says, Diane, we don't get tired of your beautiful face. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind, Denise. Oh, thank you, Angela. Yes, I do offer private readings. I do Akashic Records readings and energy clearings privately as well. So just send me an email. There we go. Next up, we have Tamer Kanpalat. Do I have any incarnations in Atlantis? Oh, Tamer, this is very interesting. I know you've had like some technologically advanced incarnations or past lifetimes, so this would be interesting. Okay, did Tamer have any incarnations in Atlantis? Yes, you did. And I'm getting a very strong yes on this. Tamer, you had a past lifetime in Atlantis? Okay, show me what Tamer was doing. Is this a ship? Not a ship. Okay, but it's something that you. Is it a vehicle? You were working on a vehicle, Tamer. They're telling me that it's not a ship in the sense that it doesn't fly, but there's some sort of a vehicle, like a train. Almost looks like a train, like a cart that runs on train tracks. You used to work on that, on a transportation system in Atlantis. Was this the only lifetime that Tamer had in Atlantis? No. Okay. Did they have three lifetimes? You had three lifetimes in Atlantis, or at least three. That but the masters are showing us this one where you were like you worked in transportation at that lifetime. Okay, what's the significance of this lifetime? They're encouraging you to create because in that lifetime your creation helped people get around Atlantis. They're showing me that you know our the illustration that we're showing right now here, like there's a circle. They're telling me that you worked on transportation because it was difficult rather for people to get from point to point, like from here to here. Okay, did the bridges have anything to do with that? You also worked on the bridges, like you worked on constructing the bridges in between the cities, like there are outer cities and inner cities, and you worked on transportation and you made a lot of lives more easy. You made their lives easier because of your creations. So their message for you today is just to encourage you to create and do things with the um and create things that you are imagining, because they are things that would be beneficial for mankind, is what they're telling me. So I hope that helps, Tamer. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. They didn't bring up any traumatic past lifetimes. Perhaps in the next episodes we can do that. But this is the most significant that they are showing me. It's just to encourage you to create and create, because it's part of your like soul purpose and mission is to create and to invent things, is what they're telling me. So I hope that helps, Tamara. Thank you so much. Okay, that brings us to the end of our readings. I'm just going to read the closing prayer, and let's take a deep breath, everyone. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close the by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. So thank you everyone for sticking around, even though my camera broke down in the middle of the stream. I will be back again on Friday on the 17th with Diana Balls. We will be doing Galactic Akashic Records readings. I might be doing pop ups as well, just to test the new camera. I really hope it arrives soon. But yeah, I will likely be doing that this week. So hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for the pop up live stream. Again, thank you so much, everyone, and I hope to see you again soon. Peace out and bye.